What's going on, everybody? So, yep, your boy made it. We made it to the Super Bowl, man. Up against my homie Trinity Rush, who took care of Dari Ho, and my CEO Glitchy Goon. So we about to go ahead and jump right into it. And yeah, this is gonna be my 7th video for the day, man. I released 7 videos today. Today is what, November 17th, 2014. And I was able to do it, man. I released 7 fucking videos in one day. As long as YouTube didn't fuck me over or anything like that, I should have released 7 videos today. But you know, for this video right here, because it's my homie, we're gonna talk about the subject of love, bro, and heartbreak, and what should be expected and things that should not go unnoticed and things like that. I'm gonna break it down for the younger viewers, because there's a lot of younger dudes, and like I said, we have a lot of fun on this channel, but when it's time for you guys to understand certain type of values, I try my best to make you guys understand the way I would approach it. So I'm gonna let you guys understand that. We're gonna talk about the subject of love, and pretty much the way the world is right now, love is not something that anybody's looking for. You know what I'm saying? Dudes look, dudes and females alike are looking for money and the come up. That's the way it is. But realistically speaking, love is a very dangerous thing, and I'm gonna tell you why love is dangerous. Love is the kind of thing that a female would be getting her brains beaten in and come home every night and think it's love. A female will be getting cheated on wildly, bro, like viciously, and like I said, I mean with like no courtesy. Like you fucking the bitch in the next room, like you rented a room and the dude fucking the bitch in the next room, like that kind of shit. Those are like some of the examples of the bad part of love. But love itself is a very it's a very unique thing, and I call it a thing because it's a substance. It's something that you have to allow yourself to accept and understand that you're giving someone the right to destroy your world. That's why love is unique, because you're trusting somebody other than yourself. See, love itself was designed because of a mother giving birth. That's where the whole thing about love comes in. It comes from, because that's the only real type of love that can't be explained. Because even though we have some people that, you know, that have kids as a mistake and shit like that, it's the essence of something growing within you that's a part of you that generates love. No one can experience love like a mother to her child, because that relationship can never be replaced. So when you're talking about love outside of that, it's a very dangerous and specific thing. And we have a lot of young people out there that it has to do with a lot of lust. And it's a difference between lust and love, and people don't really understand the differences between the two. Okay? Lust is something that comes and goes, and we all go through that. We all have a point where it's like, you know, that one person that you like, whether it's that boy, that girl, whatever it is, it's something that you like and that you want, but you don't need. You see, when you love somebody, you need that person. That's the difference with love. See, love is the kind of shit that you'll be driving for 24 hours straight to get your ass where you need to get to. Love is something that brings your ass home at night and say, you know what, I can't hang out with my dudes, I can't go, you know, do these hoes, I can't go do these drugs, I can't. That's what love is. So the reason that I try to break it down like that is to make you guys understand that when people say true love, I don't believe in true love. I believe in a love that's gained and that is made between two individuals. As far as relationships go, I'm not talking about, you know, the mother-father shit. I'm talking about relationships, whether it, you know, whether it's man to man, man to female, heterosexual, homosexual, whatever it is. Love is something that is generated between two individuals once they believe that they see the same vision in each other that nobody else can see. Because just because you love someone doesn't mean that everybody else is going to understand why you love that person. And that's the reason behind why a lot of relationships don't work, whether it's because of different ethnicities, religion, whatever it is. So that's something that you can't equate into the scenario. And I know we all have a family member that's like, yeah, you know, I could see it and I know he's no good. You know if the person's no good and you're not being objected to it. Nobody is that stupid that they can't see it. You may ignore it, but you know that the person is no good for you. So that's not for anybody else to tell you but yourself. And it's always obvious. Now, if it's love, you don't question it. And sometimes love don't have to mean that You know what I'm saying? You don't know that that person is doing something. It depends on the relationship. And that all comes with age and being an adult. That's why I urge my young people to enjoy their childhoods. Because your adult life is so long. You don't need to rush into being an adult and doing what adults do. Because you're going to have more than enough time to want to kill yourself when you're an adult. Trust me when I tell you. You're going to be like, what the fuck? I don't want this goddamn stress. I need to go back to go chilling with my moms and shit. And put my name on the orange juice. That's the way it goes sometimes. So when you're talking about love itself, that's why I say it's a very dangerous thing, because love in itself is giving someone the power to destroy your world. Now, heartbreak is it comes with love. Heartbreak is something that people have to understand and have a tolerance for, because if you don't have a tolerance for it, it could destroy you a lot more than the average individual. And that's the reasoning for parents or people that you confide in, is to let you be aware of the things that are to come, because you're gonna get your heart broken, and you might get your heart broken by somebody that you end up with later that just had to grow. That shit happens all the time. That's why I say don't rush into it, because you have to allow people to be who they are for a certain period of time, because eventually you get tired of it. Eventually you get tired of running around. Eventually you get tired of this next bitch, and then you got to worry about how she smells or he smells, and then it just becomes boring. But you have to allow yourself to experience different things. You can't force yourself to just be that good guy or that good girl just because that's what you were taught to be. We all have to encounter certain experiences, and I'm not saying experiment with drugs. I'm talking about just relationships. We all know the effects of drugs, so I'll never promote someone or anybody doing any type of drug. That doesn't make any sense. We know at this point, at this day and age, we know what drugs do. We know the effects. We know what cigarettes do. We know what happens. So there's no need to try all that bullshit. Okay? That shit right there doesn't make any sense. I'm talking strictly about relationships. You need to experience certain things to understand that, you know, this is not for me. This is not what I'm ever going to do again. This is not what I'm into. But at the same time, we have to understand as individuals that it is a necessity to deal with these type of things. And I'm not telling you to open your heart up and just have it broken just because you want to get it over with. I'm letting you know, no matter what the fuck you do, you're going to experience heartbreak. That shit going to happen, because we all love something. Doesn't matter what we are, alien, whatever the fuck, we all love something. And that something is going to hurt us at one point or another in our life. And that's the meaning of love. That's why I'm trying to, you know, there's a lot of poets that say, you know, well, not a lot of poets. There was a specific poet that said, it's better to love than to not have loved at all. And I remember I was reading, that's when I was reading into like different type of things in different parts of history. And a lot of the things that these old timers said made sense. It was just very simple. You know what I'm saying? Just very, very simple, because when you experience love and you appreciate it, there is nothing else like it. And it doesn't have to be from a significant other, somebody that you're in a relationship with. It could be your friend. Like when you're like, damn, you're down and out, and a dude just pops up at your crib like, yo, let's go, we got it. It's different forms of love. I'm just letting you understand that when you confide and you put stuff into love, you got to be willing for heartbreak, because you are trusting something, another entity other than yourself. That's a very difficult thing to do, especially for somebody like me that, you know, when it comes to like the streets and shit like that, I was in it heavy at one point, and you can't trust anybody. But I had specific friends that was, you know, that were near and dear to me, that I had a lot of love for, and that I would run into a wall for, straight up. But as far as females go and the relationships part about it, those are the hardest ones, because whether you're a male or a female, lack of maturity is a motherfucker. There's a lot of women that don't understand, like, look, you can't dress like that if your man is not with you. There's a lot of dudes that don't understand, you can't be playing with that girl like that if you're with that female. It's stupid shit like that that creates wars, because people don't speak to each other about it, and then it becomes something that you hold on to, and that becomes the reasoning behind a massive, ridiculous breakup. Lack of communication, lack of understanding, and just blatant immaturity. That's what it is. That's what, love is. Because there's no love that's perfect. You know what I'm saying? You know that 80-20 rule. You're gonna get a dude that or a female that's 80% right for what you do, and that other 20% you're gonna have to deal with the bullshit. That 80-20 rule is a motherfucker. So don't think that any love is gonna be perfect, and don't think that you can judge somebody else's love unless it's obvious that it's ridiculous. Like the motherfucker's beating her, he's fucking the bitch up the block, he's just blatantly disrespectful. Because love will make the motherfucker cheat 17 fucking exits away or upstate from where he's at just to prevent the heartache for the significant other. As fucked up as that sounds, that's love. Because you have a concern about not affecting somebody in a negative fashion. That's love. When you don't give a fuck, that's lust. When you like, fuck it, I'm about to go fuck this bitch, I don't really give a fuck. That's lust. Big difference. So we have to understand, and my young people have to understand, the heartbreak is a part of the territory. That's gonna come no matter what. You're gonna get that. Don't be scared of that if your heart says otherwise, because you have to give yourself a chance to experience it. Because if you don't, it's the one life you got. You can think about eternity, purgatory, all of the shit like that. All we know is the here and now. So I'm just trying to stress the fact that we have to understand who and what we put our trust in. Don't matter how tough the individual is, we all bleed the same way, we all hurt, but at least we were able to. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest part about the situation. And for those watching the video, you can see I won my first Super Bowl for this this franchise since it started in Madden 15. I want to just close that out like that. I want to say fuck you to everybody that didn't believe in me, including Miss Gmia. I want to say fuck you to Pete Carroll for giving me, you know, a hug right there at the end of this, and I can't even see in this confetti. Who else do I want to say? What else? I want to give a special fuck you to Dari Ho. A special fuck you to my CEO. A very big fuck you to Phantom Parker, aka Phantom Bitch Parker. Who else? Who else was talking shit? I don't know whoever else was hating on me and didn't think I could do it. For all the dudes that were in the private chat for the GmiasWorld chat franchise that were running their fucking mouth. Let me see. I want to say who else do I want to thank? Okay, did I say fuck Miss Gmia already? Yeah, I want to say fuck you to Miss Gmia again for a second time. Fuck my CEO, Butchie Goon. He garbage as fuck. He got blown the fuck out by this guy that I played right now. I'm whispering that I fucked his wife. If you guys wanted to know what I was saying, give me that fucking trophy, man. We worked so hard for that shit. I got my heat pad on my neck. Give me that shit, motherfucker. Roger Goodell right there, fresh off of suspending Ray Rice twice for the same incident. He's right there. Let me see, man. I don't know, man. There's just so many people. I want to thank all my supporters that believed in me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that said that, you know what I'm saying, we could do it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Everybody that just understood and realized, bro, like it was possible for me to come out here and ass rape my homie and shit. I guess that's it, man. But this was season 3. It was a very interesting season. I had one loss from a bum, Schmeat, who I just found out that OU wants him too in this current season beat, so I'm garbage as fuck. But it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and take a flashback to see how everything happened. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. The wild card starts off with that damn Cam blowing out King the Great, 80-14. King the Great is garbage though, so it's not really a big deal. And I know a thing about big deals. Glitchy Goon beat on Alibaba. Phantom Parker had the CPU because we booted the guy that was there. Arkham Asylum got his ass whipped by the Godson. Divisional, Phantom Parker upset Sleepy, who was 16-0. He's a fucking bum. Dari Ho beat this guy 31-7. I took care of that damn Cam. And god damn, Trinity Rudd beat the fuck out of my CEO Glitchy Goon. Then we go to the championship game where I beat Phantom Bitch Parker. And Trinity Rush beat Dari Ho, aka Dari Pro, who is a hoe. And then you guys just witnessed the Super Bowl, 56-7. It was a special season, man. I want to thank everybody, especially the cheerleaders that, you know, came and gave me brain when I was down and out. I want to thank my coaching staff, my assistant coaching staff, my staff, and any other kind of staff. What? Until next time, it's always one love.